afterwards. Oh, yeah, do that one now.
What are we doing?
Tell you our favorite case.
I'm pretty sure everyone already knows.
Tell you a secret.
What's the secret gonna be? Do you want to do impressions again? That was fun.
Sure.
Should we change it to something harder?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, a fairy. What, 15 of those?
Yeah.
Or 20?
20. Very high. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Must be.
I don't really know. What was the topic? I forgot. Oh.
Oh, I guess that part will hold all of it, huh?
Where's the chat? Oh.
Okay, so is it on everything else?
Yes. I need to go to chat. Hi, Ronald.
Hello.
We are getting everything set up.
How's it going? How are you guys?
Ronald was right on time.
Let's go.
I didn't share yet. So let me do that.
Welcome in, guys. How's it going? Happy Monday to you all. Hope you all had a fabulous day. Here in Colorado, it's actually not as dry it normally is, but it's still very staticky, so my hair feels very staticky right now. So if you see me doing this to my forehead, it's just because I feel like my hair is sticking to my forehead. Colorado is dry.
Exactly 40.
Nice.
Hi, guys.
How is everybody?
I think I had a browser window that was already on there, but maybe I can just add another one. I have too many screens, or too many things happening. Okay. Hello, hello. We wanted to do kind of a more casual live tonight. Talk about some things that you guys want to talk about.
How is everybody? Have you guys been following a case or looking into a case, even if it's old? Have you guys looked at anything like that? Or has any of them caught your interest? Piqued your interest?
Welcome in, everyone.
Yeah, it's so nice to see you all.
in YouTube, Twitch, and FB.
What up?
Hello to all of our true crime friends. Welcome to our live night extravaganza.
Did you send it to Kayla?
Yeah, I did. Where I'm your host, and my name is Dana, and she's also your host. What does it go? How does that go?
Which one?
It's like, welcome, where I'm your host. I can't remember what even show that is.
The only thing that popped up for me was Ashley Flowers.
Oh, wait.
I'm from Australia. I'm looking into a case, Mr. Cruel, and it's really disturbing. Oh, interesting. Hello, Australia. We have another friend that pops in here from Australia. Mr. Cruel.
What is this? Ooh.
Oh. What is that?
I don't know. It said view your gift gallery. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, that's what we're supposed to collect.
Supposed to click it?
No, like you collect those, I think.
Well, it said to show it, but I don't know how to do that.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. Hello, everybody. I'm looking up that case. What'd you say, Mr. Cruel? Let me look that up. I'm not sure if I know that one.
Oh, sorry. Is it in Australia?
Yeah. Unidentified Australian serial child rapist who attacked 3 girls in northern and eastern suburbs of Melbourne in the late 80s, early 90s.
Oh. Yes, and unsolved.
I see that.
Quick rundown. An unidentified masked intruder who terrorized Melbourne suburbs from 1987 to 1991. Broke into homes at night, bound parents and siblings, and abducted young girls. Extremely methodical, wore a mask or a balaclava, played classical music to calm the victims sometimes, bathed them, and cleaned scenes meticulously to leave 0 DNA and fingerprints. Hi guys, welcome in. Oh, he has 3 known survivors.
Ooh.
An 11-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 13-year-old.
Wow. So the 13-year-old's like our age now. Because that was 1990.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I wonder if Kel knows
They were
anything about
13 in 1990. No, they're way older than us.
it.
Wow.
Hi.
Hello, Nini. How are you?
We have a friend who joins sometimes from Australia. Her name's Kel. She might know some things about that.
She might.
We might have to ask her.
I feel like she's kind of close to that place, I think. Melbourne?
She's in Victoria.
Yeah, because that's considered the state, I think, right? Like, if you look at states, I think Victoria's the state, and then, like, Melbourne's the... I don't know. County? I don't know. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, one day we'll love to get over there and visit Australia. We're in Colorado.
We were going to try and come for spring break, but it didn't work out. Hi, Kayla.
Hello.
Kayla's been sending us all kinds of things in Vegas. Cases and things.
Oh, yeah.
We were wondering if anybody has any suggestions for
Hello, how are you?
for what our podcast episode should be next time. We want to do something that's unsolved.
Missing case or unsolved case, something like that.
Missing or unsolved. Did you check out my cast? I have it written down. That's the one that we were looking at.
Yeah.
I have it written down, but I haven't quite gotten there yet. But that actually would be a good one.
Yeah.
That would be a good one for a podcast episode.
I'm looking. I just got something that popped up. Oh, okay. Ooh, scared me for a second.
You thought they filmed the cast.
Ooh, scared me for a second.
I do have it written down. I've been sick, so I'm like battling with myself right now. I'm at war with my own body. What is happening over here? I have I have the rest of this week, and then I have 2.5 weeks, and the school year is over. Woo! And I'm excited.
No, it's been crazy. It's been crazy over here.
I currently teach science to middle schoolers, so I have 6th and 7th graders in a district where it was a hard to fill position. So I don't know if you know anything about that, but when it's declared hard to fill, it means that they've not been able to keep a teacher in that position for an entire school year in quite some time. So I rose to the challenge.
Woo!
And I'm tired, and I'm ready for summer to come.
Let's go.
It's this one, right?
I believe so. Double check.
I think I can just quit putting this paper back over there because I can't get to it at all. We wanted to talk about Kevin VERVILLE tonight a little bit. If you guys don't know anything about that case or don't know who that is, somebody actually sent it to us, and it's very interesting, and it's also very crazy that it's not solved. You got it?
No.
It's a baby, or it's not a baby, but he was a baby, and he was abducted when he was 17 days old. They have a description of the lady that took him. They have sketches that they made from all of the people around, like all the neighbors were witnesses, the mom, everyone. She has a very unique tattoo, like a tattoo that it's very unique, that not everyone would have. And just all of the descriptions and everything, there's so much that it seems like it could have been solved, but it still hasn't been. So his family is doing a social media campaign, I can't speak, and trying to get help with finding him. But he would be, I think, 45 now. I'll have to pull it up. But it was July 1st, 1980 when he was taken. And he would have been 17 days old. But I'm thinking the lady that took him, she obviously wanted a baby. So, I mean, there's a possibility that he's alive out there somewhere and doesn't know that he was abducted. Oh, I didn't, Kayla, but let's do it right now. We wanted to have kind of like an unstructured live and let you guys tell us
Which one?
some different ones, and we can look them up. Opal Parsons. That's the missing persons case, isn't it? I'm trying to make my screen work for me. We definitely need like a detached keyboard because I have to do this to get to the keyboard. But I'm going to pull it up right now. If you don't know the Kevin VERVILLE case, though, I'll go ahead and pull that one up while I'm looking. That is like an age progression that they did of what he would look like. People magazine just ran a special on his case because his family is trying to get answers. And then the sketch that you see is the lady that took him. Opal Parsons. Last seen August 30th, 2007 in Vegas. Oh, that's the case she wants us to do when we get to Vegas.
Oh.
She had plans to meet for lunch at 12:30 that day, but she never showed up. When her daughter returned home from work around 2 p.m., Opal was gone. Her van was still parked in the driveway with the keys inside. TV and lights were left on. The front door was unlocked with the key still in the lock. Nothing appeared disturbed inside the home. The only item missing was her purse. The day after her disappearance, her ATM card was used at Sam's Town Casino. Surveillance video showed she was not the person who used it. Okay, well, did it show who was? Her driver's license and social security card were later found on the casino floor near an exit. Casinos have cameras everywhere. Literally everywhere.
Even in 2007 they did. Hello,
Hey, Vanessa. Police identified the man who used her ATM card. He claimed he found the purse in a trash bin. He was interviewed and his home was searched, but he was not considered a suspect. Detectives interviewed hundreds of people. A reward was offered. No body has ever been found. Her case remains a cold case. What?
What?
I don't understand.
Weird. How old was she?
So, I need to know...
2007. If she was born in 2007, she was like in her 80s, right? Like Nancy's age?
I'm telling you, there's so much.
81, yeah.
I want to know why they cleared this man. Like, how did he get cleared?
Unless they were to prove he actually did find it, or was that on camera too? Get your enough now? What you got about 800 more?
I have trauma. Let's see. The man who used the ATM card was cleared because he had a consistent explanation that police accepted after investigation. He told investigators he found the purse. He claimed he took the items from the trash and used the card. Police stated that they believe he may have stumbled across the purse in a dumpster. An extensive interview produced no contradictions. He was questioned for hours, and his account held up. His home was searched with no evidence found, and no evidence connected him to the scene. So that's how he was cleared? What about an alibi? Albert and Joanne Masala?
Joe.
I couldn't see.
Here, I'll type it in. If you like, hit me up. I got you.
Thank you.
Why was I doing this all along?
I don't know.
My God.
I don't know, but you're hired.
Bet. How much you pay? Hmm?
I'll pay you in gum.
Nah, bro. I'd rather you pay me in Reese's.
I got you $1. That's the only one I had. No, I already ate it.
I don't know. What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
You're not gonna have one.
Oh, well. Looks like you're gonna owe me.
There's 2 over there. Wait, actually?
Nah, don't be pulling out that old candy basket now.
Wait.
Don't be pulling out that Halloween candy basket from last year now.
This is not all that. Just hold on.
There's over 100 cold cases. Dude, that's insane. I mean,
What's happening?
I bet though.
Do you guys want to know a secret? I guess we can tell everyone. The cat's out of the bag.
What? Wait, I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
No, I didn't know that. Wait a minute.
We can tell everyone our plans.
Alright, let's go.
There might be a Reese's in here.
No, I'm good.
Oh, look.
I'm good.
That's not a Reese's.
No, I'm good.
Oh, look. No, these are new. This is the bag we bought when we were moving.
Alright, bet. I'll drink.
You can have those.
I said I'll drink these.
What cat?
Cat's up day.
That was in Vegas. That's the first stop.
Our first stop on our tour, guys, is going to be Las Vegas, Nevada.
Home can you just put this over there? Because I can't get it back in the thing anymore. No, it's not.
Some of it is, but these ones,
It's actually
these
not.
ones are actually right on top. These are the ones we did.
No, we bought that when we were moving. That's a new bag, and I just put it on top of there.
We did, but I know which ones because they got little bats all over them, like Halloween candy.
I would never.
Look, our kids try to give us old candy all the time. They be like, "Here, this is from like 2 years ago from Easter, but I'm sure it's still good." I'm like, "Why don't you eat it?" You gonna try to give it to us? Try to give us the old candy. The chocolate's white, bruh. Like, no. It's not supposed to be white chocolate.
Do you think there's anything in there I can have?
One of these.
No, because I don't have any cameras. Give me something that's in the bag. Give me something that's in the package still.
Alright. Got me old Kit Kat. That ain't gonna take nothing now. Got old, I don't know if I would trust any of these. You got dots in here, but they don't take nothing.
I don't want that. What is that?
I don't know, some soft bread cookie. Probably old as hell.
What about these M&Ms? What is this?
Is there
Oh.
even anything in it? Why do we have them?
What about this?
Are you wanting chocolate?
I don't know what I want. That's crazy.
Well, these are really good. Those are real good. Those aren't old.
Oh, this one's good.
Those are real good.
I'll eat that one.
Those are probably my favorite Skittles, bro.
Make sure I got both snacks before coming over. Check. Do you want some of these?
No, I'm good right now. I'm gonna eat this chocolate. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, first stop on our tour is gonna be Las Vegas. We're gonna stay there for a couple months probably, and then
6 months.
on the road again.
So, by August, what is that?
Highlight.
By August, we will be in Vegas. By sometime at the beginning of 2027, we will be in California. After California is probably going to be Oregon for the Kyron Horman case. And then up to Washington. So we're going to be on the road, like actually going to these places where these cases are that are unsolved and working them. We're going to be doing all of the work that we're doing, but in real time.
Just how I said almost a year ago. What, like 9 months ago, I guess? 9 months ago we kind of started everything? Or was it 10 months? What about 9?
I'm counting right now, so I can't.
So yeah. When we first started in July of last year, we were like, my big thing was like, I want to make it like Catfish style. Like, go travel. I want to go to these places. And that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to start doing, is we're going to start going to these places, like, and staying there for a couple months and, you know, working a case or really getting all the information, like the actual information, talking to the family, talking to law enforcement, like all these different things, and really get into that case, like deep dive into that case.
We, our vision is to do, like, actual ground searches, too. That's why we're not leaving until August, because we're going to make sure we have everything in order, but, it'll be exactly a year since we first started.
Yeah.
Well, the cat was out of the bag, because we kind of said it last time, but we didn't say where we were going. So, if you have a case, or if you know of a case near you that is unsolved, someone that's missing, hi, Kev.
Hi, Kev.
Something that needs our attention, let us know, and we will add it to our map. We do want to go this summer still to Arizona to look for Matthew Spencer. and work a little on the Guthrie case.
Which actually, when we're in Vegas, like staying in Vegas, we won't be far from Flagstaff, Williams, Arizona.
Yeah.
So
it's like 3 hours.
yeah, a matter of fact, we'll be taking the route that he took from Vegas to Flagstaff, Arizona. So we'll actually be doing that probably while we're staying in Vegas. That'd be the perfect opportunity to do that. And it'd be summertime, so that'd be cool. So if you guys,
I'm gonna take you guys with us. So it's gonna be like vlog style. You'll get the lives. You'll get the vlog videos. You'll get the drone footage. You'll get the underwater camera footage wherever we're going. We're gonna talk about it on our podcast. So you're gonna really get to like go with us and follow the case firsthand.
Yep. So if you guys haven't seen any of that footage that we did when we went the first time, where Matthew Spencer was last seen, gosh, that was, what month was that? Why do I keep forgetting what month that was? That was, January, because that was the first of the year.
It was January 1st.
It was January 1st. We went out to Williams and Parks, Arizona, like close to Flagstaff, and did, like, kind of went all out there. Searched all out there for Matthew Spencer. This is Matthew Spencer. So if you guys haven't seen that footage, we have that on our YT channel. We have the drone footage and some of the drive, like the dash cam, some of the drive, just to give you an idea of what the kaibab in that area looked like. That's creepy. In the middle of the day, like sunrise to right before sunset. So it was very creepy, but yeah, we're still on the hunt for this guy right here. Matthew Spencer has been missing since last August of 2025. He was traveling from Vegas he was going to Houston. That was the plan that everyone knew. He was camping in Flagstaff or Parks, Williams, Arizona. Excuse me. Even some of Beaumont. Those little towns those exits are so close to each other. But his last ping was in Parks.
Sorry.
Right, it was considered Parks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last ping was considered Parks, Arizona. Has not been seen, heard from. Tag reader showed him coming into Flagstaff, but not leaving. So he's not seen on any other cameras. So that's where we are with that case. We are going to go back out again in the summertime to go search a little bit more. I don't know if you guys know anything about the kaibab. That's the entrance of the kaibab that's in Parks, Williams area. Like it's very desolate. What up, Schmurder?
Hi.
How are you? It's very desolate out there, so it was a lot. It was a lot of searching to do. It's a lot of ground to cover, a lot of trails, a lot of driving trails. So we covered a good bit, but some of the places we weren't able to get to because of the conditions of the roads and stuff. But yeah. Oh, we love you, Schmurder.
We're excited to get out that way.
We'll see you soon in Cali. Maybe we can collab, like, in person in Cali. Cover some cases together.
I'll let you know when Haley's grandfather's feeling better, too, so we can do that one as well.
Down. Let's go. Let's just go hit the road in Cali and just, like, go hit up all the crazy cases. Let's go find some missing people. How about that?
But yeah, we want to definitely be back out in Arizona over the summer and then possibly again when we get out there. But we want Matthew's family to know, where he is. So.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh, she said hint. I mean, I will be out of school the 29th of May. Finally.
Bro, that's crazy. I really want to know all the evidence in that case. I cannot wait to hear it. Because they've been so silent about a lot of things, and I feel like they have way more information than we know. So I'm anxious to hear what they have. Especially what the prosecution had. Prosecution. Yeah, no, I'm really anxious to see what they have. Yeah, same.
I mean, she's been sticking to her not guilty plea, so we shall see.
Mm-hmm.
We should all do the trial together.
That would be cool.
But yeah, so we did officially decide that Vegas will be our first stop along the way, and then Cali right after that. Not
She's like, come down here in person with me.
That's what I'm saying, Schmurder. We should all go together. Like, we should come out and stay.
Prelim is gonna be like the initial, right? Like, then they'll set the date of the actual trial.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Is that how it works?
We won't have any of the dates after that until that happens.
Okay. So we'll find out May 29th, and isn't that your husband's birthday? I don't know why. That was so random. That's my ADHD brain.
I'm sorry, but we know your entire family history. No, I'm just kidding.
She said, yeah. See, the random things I store in my brain. Like, how do I even have room for that? Like, what? No, I know mine's the 27th. I know his is, somewhere around mine. But I know it's after. That's so funny.
I'll be spending it in court.
Happy birthday, babe. Gotta go.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, no, I'm anxious to hear the trial dates after that. So, yeah, maybe it might be when we're done. Isn't it usually a while later? After, depending?
It just depends, yeah.
Depending on what their availability is and things like that, but
it'll just depend.
That'd be crazy if it lands, perfectly, I don't know, we might be there.
We could maybe come.
Yeah, we might be there.
Cause yeah, we were talking about Haro trial dates.
Yeah, Manuel Haro.
We were talking about while we're on the road, catching whatever trials wherever we're at too.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be kind of
catfishing.
Catfishing, yeah.
Catfishing.
Yeah, we're gonna go and get all of the details that we need.
Oh, that's right. That's Riverside, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh
so
my
we'll be over
God.
on that side at perfect timing.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe.
Bro, that's gonna be crazy.
Crazy. So I got to school May the 21st. Chloe is still working here until we leave. And
hello, Corinne. How are you?
August the 1st, we're on the road. So all of the good vibes that you can send our way would be much appreciated.
Lindsay, how are you?
Hi, Lindsay. We are excited and nervous and all of the things, but we've had this vision in mind of what we wanted to do this whole time, and so we're ready to make it happen.
All right, Schmurder. Love you.
I'm gonna run the streets until we're alive. Bye, Schmurder.
Be safe.
You say you can skip Vegas and go to Cali first. I mean, it's only a 3-hour drive or something. No, it's 4 hours to LA, so it's really not that bad. I could walk that. Kayla.
Corinne said, am I missing something moving? So, Corinne, we're going to hit the road. We're going to hit the road, guys. We're going to live our dreams out. What we said in the beginning when we first started, we're going to do this catfish style, right? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to start August 1st.
Okay, Christina.
Thank you, Christina. Yeah, we're going to, our first stop's Vegas. Vegas and then Cali.
So we are taking the interviews on the road.
Yep.
We're taking. What are you looking for?
The chat.
This?
Yeah. I was making sure.
Why?
Because we haven't checked it.
Oh.
I didn't want to ignore anybody on that one.
Oh, got it. We
Okay, let's tell them why. Get out of your way.
Well, we're already I don't know. It just makes sense to go on the way.
I mean, at this point, Vegas is already second home, so.
Yeah, and so we're gonna do that first, and then we know some people out in Oregon that we're probably gonna stop through and stay with for probably not a long time, maybe a few months, maybe 3 months, and work on the Kyron Horman case while we're there. We are definitely going to be out in Cali working on some things too, though.
Quite a bit in Cali.
So victims' voices will be everywhere and not just Colorado.
Yep.
So we're excited about that. We're excited to meet families and put our feet on the ground and try and help.
We're pretty excited about it. Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. I mean, I strongly believe we can make it happen. And something different that not a lot of people do, so it's not like it's a big, like a big, I don't know. It's not like it's a big field that we, like a big, what do you call that? Competition, but not competition.
I just think that we are needed.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a lot of people are doing, like, what our vision is to do, so, yeah. And our goal is to bring it to you firsthand. So, like, that's my biggest thing is, like, whenever we tell these stories, like, so when someone tells a story, even on the news, right, when you hear your story, let's say your story or someone you know's stories on the news, 9 times out of 10, you're like, that's not right. That's not a fact. That's not a fact. That's wrong. Like, they're spreading misinformation, right? But that's what they got. That's what they heard. And it's hard, and you're always going to have that unless you're getting it from the source, unless you're getting it from the actual family. You know what I mean? That's up front and center. That's our goal, is to get this information from up front and center, from the source. Because I don't want to give you misinformation. Because what good is that doing? And I feel like there's a lot of that, like, a lot of telephone BS, like, going around, like, oh, what was this? No, it was this. No, it was this. Like, no, I might as well just go to the freaking source. I'm going to knock on their door. I'm going to go right to them.
What is it called? The Last Prophet?
Yeah.
Okay, think of The Last Prophet. If you haven't watched it, I'm still going to tell you every time we're on live to go watch it because I think it's great. For a multitude of reasons. But what they did and how they went and, like, lived there, that's kind of what we're going to be doing.
Bro, that was wild. I don't know, like, I feel like kudos to her because that was anxiety filled, like, for her. Because she lived there for a couple years. Like, she lived there for a couple years.
I love it when that happens.
Love that. Hello. Oh my god. Did you see that?
Just in time for everybody to see
Jumped right out of me.
Because it came back up and then you were like,
That's great.
oh my.
Definitely.
Ooh. Yeah, so we have our other page on all of the, like, travel, food blogs, like, whatever it might be. We'll go on the other page. The Chloe Dana page. I was going to say TikTok so you can, like, because this is how many we have. Hi, how are you feeling? We were just talking about you. Well, Shmurda's not in here anymore, but when she was, I told her I would let her know when you were feeling better. And we could do our live. The volume is very loud, Sarah.
What's it called?
The volume is very loud. Is there a...
Oh, I thought you called me a name.
But please tell me that's not real. Is that real? Because you're going to give me anxiety right now.
Why? I don't have service. Hold on now. There we go. It wasn't showing that whenever my messages that we were
That was not cool. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you feel better. Sorry, I just had a panic attack. Chloe pulled up our red flags page from our other page on her phone, and it said 000 on everything, and it was white. And I was like, please tell me that did not happen again.
She almost had a panic moment.
Because that happened on a live the last time it happened. Right before Thanksgiving, and I was traumatized. I was literally traumatized. And we're having such a good conversation about a case, and then...
Boom.
Gone.
Gone.
Just gone. Like we never existed at all. It was like we weren't even real. It was very sad. And because it was Thanksgiving and like Black Friday and everything was happening, it took forever for them to get it fixed because it happened to a bunch of people at the same time, and it was like a bunch of TikTok shop creators, and they get priority because they're making money for the app. So it took a long time.
Oh, froze.
What the heck?
Oh, not really. Just blurry. Kayla, do we look blurry?
Are we broken?
Are we broken?
Are we broken?
Are we
Kayla's... Let's see. Kayla with the heart me, Vanessa with the heart me, Schmurder with the heart me, this me, that you with the heart me. Kayla sent TikTok, Rose,
Let's
fingerprint, or fingerprints.
Finger
Hearts.
Can I do this one?
What?
That's how much you have in this one.
Yeah.
And then just recharge it.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That's our total.
Yeah.
Do that one.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. Hi, Kimber.
Hi.
I think our internet is spotty again. I don't really know what's happening. Thanks for the share. So we don't know exactly what case we're going to be working first when we get to Vegas. We're still trying to sort that out. But we know that we will be working Matthew Spencer until we figure out where he is.
There's a chili.
A what?
A chili.
Oh. I thought it said restroom.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean we're disconnected?
We were.
Oh. Hi Twitch. Hi FB.
Look up
I
Albert
can't
and
see
Joan.
who you are, but I can see you. Albert and Joan. Oh, I think I had that pulled up, and then I forgot what I was doing.
Wait, where's Corinne? Where did we say Corinne was?
Albert and Joan. If you have a case that you want us to work, let us know.
Kayla, I did get sidetracked. I gotta leave. Bro, I'm always getting sidetracked. Bro, our
Don't
kid,
worry, I got it.
last night our kid said I have the memory of a goldfish. And that was real. That was felt.
Why does my hair look like that?
What? What does it look like?
It looks crooked.
It is crooked.
Why is it doing that?
Because you braid it this way.
Probably.
I know, honey. It is 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Albert Masalo, 75.
You want me to read it?
No.
Nah, you don't want me to read it. We'll be here all day.
I almost said something that I forgot last night that I shouldn't have said.
What happened last night?
I almost... The reading.
Quit that now. Quit that now.
Stop. Okay, Albert Masalo, age 75, and Joan Masalo, age 74, were the victims of an unsolved double unaliving that occurred in their home Ooh, in the exclusive gated Montreux community of south of Reno, Nevada. Sorry.
Nevada.
The case remains open and active with the Washoe County Sheriff's Office. No arrests have ever been made, and there have never been any major breaks reported. Albert, well, it says some stuff about Albert and Joan. They lived on both coasts.
My name is Joan.
Joan. They lived on both, what? They lived on both coasts and in Europe before retiring to Montreux about 2 years earlier, around 2004, to be closer to family. They had...
Bye, Corinne. Good night. Love you.
Bye. They had 4 children and multiple grandchildren. The couple enjoyed skiing, tennis, family time, and a quiet retirement. They had no known enemies, criminal history, or obvious motive for being targeted. They lived in a modest home in an upscale gated community, valued around $1.2 million at the time. This occurred on March 27th, 2006. The couple was fired at multiple times while apparently sleeping in their master bedroom. Their daughter, Joanne Coles, had not heard from them for a couple days. She called their phone. They didn't answer. She contacted Montreux Security and then went to the home with her husband. The front door was locked. There was no sign of forced entry. Muddy footprints from the entryway straight to the master bedroom. Phone lines had been cut. Male DNA was later found on the cut wires. Footprints were also found outside near a back fence by a hiking trail. There was one computer in the home, and it showed internet activity into the night of March 27th. Their last known contact was with a furniture salesman around noon, March 27th. And they had been planning a trip east to visit family in New York. Very little in the home was disturbed. Nothing of value was taken. The gated community had 24/7 security, fencing, and visitor approval requirements, yet the killers gained access undetected. I said a word I wasn't supposed to say.
Sus.
Sus? Yes. It sounds like Nancy Guthrie.
So was the other one.
Male DNA was found at the scene. Investigators described it as appearing targeted, with no motive ever being established. Detectives searched a 1-mile radius and interviewed many people. The case has been reviewed multiple times with new technology. Evidence continues to be retested. No suspects have ever been publicly named. So, what if somebody thought they were going after someone and they targeted the wrong couple? Like they went in the wrong house.
Probably.
I said that, but you were paying attention. It's considered very open and active by the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, not an inactive cold case.
Nancy Grace covered it.
Where do you see that?
This case received renewed attention in December. What?
Oh, December
30th. Yeah, 2024 episode of Crime Stories with Nancy Grace,
which featured their daughter. Our Town, Reno.
That reminds me of the case. Yeah, furniture salesman sounds sus to me.
Right?
Yeah, that reminds me of the case out of Georgia. There was a case in Georgia. This old couple lived on a lake. I'll tell you what it is. Villains of mine.
I wonder how they cleared the furniture salesman.
Let me tell you about Georgia. Georgia. Georgia.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Georgia.
They might have interviewed him and let him go like the other guy. I just don't understand how, like, I understand how you can move someone down on your list of potentials, if they have a pretty good story or whatever, but I don't know how you could completely clear someone without an alibi.
Yeah.
The furniture salesman, who was never publicly named or identified, was never named a suspect or person of interest. He was simply the couple's last known contact. He met with them at their home around noon on March 27, 2006, presumably for a legitimate furniture-related discussion or sale. He was cleared or ruled out early because the Masalos were still active at home for many hours after he left, so he could have come back. So they cleared him because the Masalos were still alive after he left. That's what it says. And it appears that this happened in the overnight hours between March 27th and 28th. So how do they know he didn't come back?
DNA.
Oh, so they compared him with the DNA, but weird. Because he totally could have given someone else the information. He could have scoped out the place.
Yeah, easy. I'm gonna, I'll watch this on Nancy Grace. We ready to know?
Oh, yeah. What's your theory on Nancy? I just can't get tomato out of my mind as being suspicious.
Tomato.
Oh.
Oh my god.
It says tomato.
Alright.
Ah.
Okay. Look, what was it? What's this one? Albert? Albert and Joan?
Yeah, Masala. My theory on Nancy, I think that it was multiple people involved. I think that it's bigger than it appears. I think that it's bigger than it appears. I don't think it's about money. However, well, let me back up. I didn't think it was about money in the beginning. I think that there's a chance that it could be tied to something related to money, but I don't think the ransom was the ultimate goal that anyone with a legitimate brain thought was going to work out. So my theory is that there were multiple people involved, and I don't think she's living anymore. I did think she was in the beginning. I don't think that she is anymore, and that is just my opinion. I think that I think that I will never point a finger at any family member, but I think that everyone's entitled to their own thoughts and opinions, and, you know, however they want to navigate it. I want to live and let live, so just the same way that I don't want anyone to tell me that I can't have my own ideas, I'm not going to tell someone else that they can't. I'm just not going to point fingers at any family members. I feel like it's maybe not as personal as some people think. And I feel like the people that took her were not very smart, but the people that orchestrated it probably were.
How do I take this one?
What are you trying to do?
I was gonna tell them something about this case.
Oh, what case?
Well, it's not on here, so I was gonna remove it so it wasn't confusing. You know, they like OG
Go
case.
back to case chat?
Yeah.
This one?
Okay. I don't know if that was the updated one.
Yeah.
Okay. So this case is it reminds me of this case out of Georgia.
That one?
Yeah. So the case of Russell and Shirley Dearman. Yeah.
Desmond.
What?
You said Dearman.
That's what it says.
Oh,
Dermond.
Dermond.
Yeah, Dermond.
I wouldn't. I'm not going to say that I don't think it's related to that, because I think that that goes a lot deeper than anybody even realizes. And I think that it absolutely could be connected to what you're saying. But I have seen a lot of different cases in different countries related to that. Maybe not exactly that name, but the things that were happening, like trafficking and crypto. And there's been a lot of strange things that have happened in the past 6 months or so, where people have been taken and things like that have happened, and it has to do with that. So I don't know, I think that it's something much larger than what it appears. I mean, I think that there are a lot of pieces around it that are interesting, or like, you know, I guess you would say suspicious or whatever. I think that Nanos definitely has botched the investigation. I think he's dropped the ball every chance he could.
Yeah.
I question whether it's on purpose or not, for your own financial gain or kickback. But that is my own questioning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of things around it that are weird. I don't know. What do I know?
Okay, so the whole, like, elderly couple thing, it reminds me of the case in Georgia. It's like 75 miles east of Atlanta. Lake Oconee. And that's in Putnam County, Georgia. So it's Russell and Shirley Durman. Now, this case is very interesting because I'm going to tell you why. They lived on a lake, like their backyard was on, facing the lake. Full-on access to the boardwalk and everything like that. This case is still unsolved. They live, let's see, hold on. The date all this happened was May 2nd. They believe so they were both unalived. Okay. Russell, the husband, was 88 years old. The wife was 87. Russell was found in the garage without a head. His head was missing. And, let me see. Their house was like a 3,300 square foot house. Like, it was a big house. And it was a $1 million house at the time, lakefront home. They lived there since 1994.
They never found his head, right?
Mm-mm. So May 6th. So they're thinking the unalivings happened between May 2nd and May 5th. Now, hear me out. So they're 88 and 87 years old. Now, May 6th of 2014, which is the same year, Russell was found decapitated by a neighbor in his garage. He had been unalived by blunt force, initially reported as cerebral trauma. Possible pew. The head was removed post-mortem, possibly to eliminate ballistic evidence.
That makes sense if they fired at him in the head and then they took his head.
So that's what it sounds like. So it's saying he possibly was fired at in the head and then they took that as evidence, like, to hide the evidence or whatever. So they did that post-mortem. May 16th, Shirley, the wife, who was 87 years old, her body was found by a fisherman floating in that lake, the lake that they lived on, about 5 miles from their home. She also had blunt force trauma to the head and was weighed down with 2 cement blocks. Nothing of value was stolen, including Shirley's purse, which was left inside the home. No ransom demands, no unalivings appeared planned or premeditated with possible boat access. used by the perpetrators. Which would make sense because their backyard literally was the lake. Everything was analyzed. This is still unsolved. This is a crazy case that's unsolved. Let's see. Forensic evidence. There was unknown male DNA recovered from Russell's clothing, like his collar, in 2024. The first non-victim DNA confirmed in the case after 10 years. It has been sent to private labs for further testing. As of 2025, Sheriff Howard Sills was awaiting results to potentially upload to CODIS or use genealogical DNA databases. Let's see, phone records from the 6 months prior was analyzed extensively. No fingerprints, weapons, or other physical evidence pointed to a suspect. Let's see. The sheriff he publicly stated that he believes multiple people were involved and that the crime was targeted intentionally, not random, though the motive remains completely a mystery. So, I don't know. That case is like haunting. I covered that just like a little bit when I was doing like every week I do a new state of like the most insane cases, like the top 5 in my opinion most insane cases, and this came in at I believe number 2 for Georgia, and this is mind blowing because I'm like, what the hell? Like, what did they have against this couple that like to be that brutal? But they believe it's multiple people involved, so hard to say. Let's see. There's been, it says, the new DNA testing in 2024 and 2025 represents the most significant development in a decade, but no public match or arrest has been announced. Let's see. The FBI is awarding $20,000. Putnam County is $5,000, so a total of $25,000 reward for anybody who knows anything about this case. But yeah, insane. It's a freaking crazy case because they're just like grandparents just living in their house on the lake, and then that freaking happens to them is insane to me. And I'm assuming they ruled out family. I'm not sure, but yeah. The fact that they took his head. Like, where's his head? They never found the head.
It sounds to me like they took it with them, like wherever they went.
Yeah, definitely. But their background, let's see. Russell, the husband, was a U.S. Navy veteran, World War II era, from New Jersey, retired owner of Wendy's and Chick-fil-A franchises.
I remember reading that.
Described as active. He enjoyed golf, reading, and family. The couple had 3 adult children. Hold on a second. I'm sure they researched this, but hear me out. This could be something. The couple had 3 adult children. One son, named Mark, was unalived in the year of 2000, in an Atlanta rug deal gone bad. Let's see. But that was 14 years earlier.
And theirs was 2014?
Yeah. So it's 14-year difference, but did somebody get out of prison? You know, somebody involved in that. Someone get out of prison. So that's interesting. Shirley they were married for 68 years. They were longtime churchgoers at the community church. Yeah, they said it was like extremely safe and gated, secure neighborhood. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if somebody got out of prison from that, like from that Atlanta rug deal gone bad in 2000. I mean, if someone got in trouble and they got out or whatever. I mean, but come on, who has not a lot of people that, I mean, there's, I guess people can easily like pew somebody, you know what I mean, I guess, but like taking their head, that's insane. That's insane. Hello, Rock. Super Rock. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm trying to pull up. I had some information on something that happened around the same time as Nancy Guthrie.
Okay, I'm gonna watch that Nancy Grace episode of Albert and Joan. I'm gonna look that up because she covered it in 2024. So I'll pull it tonight and watch it.
I'll tell you what I was talking about with Nancy Guthrie, what I think is weird.
I ate all 3 of my Reese peanut butter cups. All 3, go on.
Because the same night, the exact same night that Nancy Guthrie went missing, there was an attempted something almost exactly similar, just a few hours west of her home. And then there was also something that happened in Australia and a couple other things that were just eerily similar. So,
you have the floor.
The one that I was talking about, so Nancy Guthrie happened on January 31st into February 1st, like overnight. Well, the same exact day, so January 31st, there were 2 teenagers. Okay, think about this. Age 17 and age 16. Jackson Sullivan and Skylar LaPale are their names. They attempted, or they did, a home invasion the same exact night that Nancy Guthrie went missing. They were both from California, so they drove from California to Scottsdale. They drove about 600 miles to this elderly couple's house. Basically, they broke into the home. They duct taped the victims. One of the victims had a concussion and a broken rib, and they demanded access to cryptocurrency. And they said that they had been sent there by someone else, someone who was like higher than them or bigger than them in this network of people, and that person sent them there because they knew that this couple had access to like 66 million in Bitcoin. So that's why they were there. They told them that's why they were there. So they thought that this couple was like worth all of this money in cryptocurrency. They were going to like get access or something, but anyways, what they were trying to do failed because they're teenagers and they didn't know what they were doing. But the people that sent them there paid for their gas, paid for, I think they bought them a rental vehicle, like they sent them there, they told them their address, they told them exactly what to do this home invasion to get this cryptocurrency, and these 2 teenagers did it. So yes, the person on Nancy Guthrie's porch is not a teenager. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is...
No, but clearly there's a higher person sending people out.
What I'm saying is, yeah, these teenagers were sent there by someone else who was in charge of this heist that they were trying to do. They got caught because they're teenagers and they didn't do a very good job. And they got arrested. They told the police, someone online on the computer that they had been communicating with, told them to go to this couple's house, gave them the address, told them that they had cryptocurrency, like whatever it might be. Was it a distraction? I don't know. But it's interesting. Then, let me pull the other one. There's another one that happened in Australia. And this one was also a failure because the young guys took the wrong person. And I know this has been looked at, and I know that people say it's not related, but to me, it's fishy. Yeah, so around the same exact time, so around the time when they were first looking for Nancy, there was another case that I was following in Australia. There was this elderly man. He was 86, I believe. I'm going to pull it up now because I don't remember all of the details. He was in his 80s, similar to Nancy Guthrie. He had been kidnapped, and nobody knew where he was. They were looking for him. He was taken from his home in the middle of the night. No one could find him. This happened on February 13th, 2026. So Nancy went missing on the night of the 31st into the 1st. This one in Australia happened on the 13th, or the man was reported missing on the 13th. His name was Chris Bagsarian. He was 85 years old. Which is odd, because when Nancy went missing, we were all talking about how odd it is that someone would take someone. Like, kidnapping for ransom doesn't happen, especially someone that old. So this man was he was 85, and he was taken. No one could find him. They did eventually find his body disposed on the side of the road, and they were able to track down the people that took him. But get this. The two people that took him were in their 20s, young 20s, very young men. They failed to do it properly, and they got busted. They took the wrong person. They weren't supposed to be targeting Chris. However, someone else who was higher than them told them to go there and take this man. They gave them the address. They were idiots and went to the wrong address. They went to the house next door or something. They had a mix-up. So they took the wrong man and took his life and left him on the side of the road. But they told police when they were arrested that it was a bigger network of people and that they were just working for someone. They were sent there to take this person. That one really piqued my interest because it was right around the same time as Nancy. The guy was around the same age. And so I started looking into that one in Australia, and I was like reading everything on it. Siri told them they arrived and they didn't. I don't know what happened, but it was embarrassing. And the video footage of them arresting these two guys, like, it was so embarrassing. But
was it factual that Nancy Guthrie's neighbors or somebody like close to them said that there was an attempted break-in? Mm-hmm. Remember, that was accurate, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes. So let me tell you this part about the one in Australia that I thought was interesting when I was looking into it. The person that they were actually targeting, like the person they were actually supposed to get that they didn't get because they took the wrong guy, was a very influential, very fortunate individual who had a lot of money. And they had ties to this certain group of people that it's kind of like the Artel, but it's not. It's a different group. I could tell you the name if I look it up, but I can't remember. It starts with an A. And they move things back and forth between different countries. And he was a part of that. So it was interesting that they were going after this man. And when I looked it up, one of their routes that they would move things was between the United States and Australia. And specifically the area where, I don't know how to say it without saying it, specifically the area where Nancy Guthrie is if you go south. So, stupid GPS. So that one really piqued my interest. I was following it for a long time because I wanted to know, like, what happened. But people, like, the police, every time I look it up, the police are like, no, they're not connected. Like, these things aren't connected. But if you ask me, it's very suspicious. And I think that sometimes they say things aren't connected because they don't want us to know that they're connected. They're saying over in Australia, it was a domestic underworld mistaken identity hit gone wrong. The one in Australia. However, kidnapping, especially taking for ransom, does not happen in Australia either. It's very rare. Very rare. So the fact that that happened there and in the United States at the same time, to me, I don't know, that just signals red flags. But that's why I say I'm suspicious of it being a little larger than it looks on the surface. I think that there could be someone behind the scenes, like, telling people what to do, and I think that there were more than one person involved. Even in the taking of Nancy, I think there was more than one person there. Yeah, I mean, think about it. If it's something organized, if it's something large, if it's something multi-country, they don't want anyone to know that. They don't want anyone to know that they know that, you know, because I just think it's bigger than it looks. So, of course they're going to say they're not connected. But tell me why, on the same exact night that Nancy goes missing, there would be two teenagers ordered to go to this house, and it would be about cryptocurrency the same night, like within a few hours of where she was, doesn't make sense to me. Chloe, you're trying to beat me in taps.
I commented back. Where'd it go? Let's scroll down on that.
Oh. I didn't. Go all the way down.
Weird.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Because the man that they were trying to target in Australia, he was part of that underworld. It starts with an A. I just can't remember what it was. I think it starts with an A. I'm usually pretty good with my letters. The intended target... Oh, there we go. The intended target was a relative of Dmitry Stepanyan, the founder of a clothing brand, Proper Streetwear. Hold on. Oh, there it is. The Almadine Crime Family. Almadine Crime Network. Major long-standing organized crime group based in Western Sydney. Rug trafficking and other serious crimes is what they are known for. And when I looked up, because I wanted to know, I was like, where do they move stuff from? And they were like, between the United States and Australia. And I was like, oh, interesting. Was it the same amount they were asking for? No. So, I don't think that they asked for a specific amount in the other elderly couple.
50.
But they said that they had access to 66 million or billion in cryptocurrency. So they like knew how much these people had, because whatever person was online telling them to go there told them how much these people had. But it wasn't like a specific amount they were asking for.
Do you think that massage guy went?
No. He got a lucky break that night. Yeah. So it's really sad though, because the guy that they took was just this random unsuspecting 85-year-old man who had nothing to do with anything. But also, it's the same kind of thing where somebody bigger was pulling the strings and these two younger guys went to do the crime and they messed it all up. I know crypto is supposedly untraceable, but not too many people are paying for things. I agree, Kayla. I think it's definitely bigger than what it looks like. Crypto is supposed to be untraceable, but there are, like, certain ways of knowing where it's going. But not a lot of people are using it to buy things, they're just using it to build wealth. I tried. I can do the stock market all day, every day, but crypto, I just can't. I can't wrap my brain around it. It's just not, it's boring to me, I don't know. I think I like the stock market because it's not boring.
Always changing.
Yeah. Who would run a business that someone would send a hit? Okay, so my theory on that is,
That's such a teacher thing to do.
It is. It's like the teacher hand.
Oh my god, that's such a teacher thing. Hold on.
Let me get my food. Hold on. Do not ask me to open the door. Do not ask me to go to the bathroom right now. I'm trying to chew my food. I'm like, they're like, here's my pass. I'm like, can you just give me like 3 seconds? 3. I'm trying to take roll. My theory is either it's a distraction from other things, so they're sending these kids to do things to distract from other things that they're doing. Because think about it, Nancy was taken the same night that these kids they royally flubbed up this home invasion. Or the person that's in charge, the person that's running the thing, is also maybe pretty young.
Thank you for your support, Huckleberry.
Aw, thank you. Because we know there are other, like, online CULTs that are happening where it's like they're talking these teenagers into, like, unaliving their girlfriends and videoing it, or, like, I don't know if you guys saw that one, but that's a real thing. They're, like, there's weird stuff happening, so I just don't think it's too far-fetched to think that something's happening behind the scenes. And there's people don't talk about it. I don't know if you guys saw what I'm talking about, but that is a real thing. The FBI said that there were 764 hits in like 3 months on this one online CULT where boys were meeting girls on the internet, young girls, 13 years old, 12 years old, whatever, convincing them that they were going to be part of a ritual and they were going to go out there and like see them or whatever, like whether they have to fly to them, whatever it is, meeting up with them to commit this self-unaliving ritual and video it. That is a real thing that's happening. Really, really happening online right now where your kids are. As a matter of fact, the one case that I covered that opened my eyes to it, and I was like, oh my God, let me look at all of it, was I believe she was 12 or 13-year-old girl in California who the guy flew from Pennsylvania to California to get her, took her to a hotel and had started the ritual, and something happened. I think it was her mom like noticed she was gone and saw her location. I can't remember exactly. I would have to look it up. But anyways, police caught them at the hotel before they had completed the ritual. So she had sharp force injuries, but she was not. She was still alive. And they were able to save her. No, Nancy was not found. Is it lies? Is someone saying that she was found? I'm confused. Let me see if I can pull that up, because that is like a real thing that's happening. I can't remember. This guy was grown too. He was like what? In his 20s?
Oh yeah, it was late 20s. Hello. Zuma. Hello, how are you?
It's a 13-year-old girl to... I don't think anybody said Nancy was found.
I really want to try that method I was talking about.
It's gonna be loud.
No, I think it would.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, so the guy's name was Matthew Peischer. He was 28. Oh, the online group is called 764. It's also referred to as the 764 Network. The guy that I'm talking about, his name is Matthew Peischer. Oh, he's 18. He's from Pennsylvania, and he flew to Los Angeles to get a 13-year-old girl that he had been GR-ooming online, and he had been talking to her over Discord for about 3 months, telling her that they were going to do this ritual. It involves explicit things, and then it involves self-unaliving. He went to her home, got her, took her to a hotel, and had started the ritual, and they were caught. It says they were intended to jump off the roof of the hotel together later that day. And the FBI tracked them through the Discord account and rescued the girl just in time from the hotel room. And Peischer was arrested on the spot. There were multiple sharp force objects, all the things. But he was part of this network of people online who are doing this all over the United States. How many people? Red flags, 39 people in the chat. have any people or flood. So yeah, I think that it's not too far-fetched to think that there's some sort of online group or something happening where they're trying to do something. I just don't know exactly what that would be. I don't know what the purpose would be. Because who kidnaps an 84-year-old and says, we're going to keep them alive for a really long time and we're going to collect this ransom? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla is the hype mod. Don't forget to heart me.
Don't forget to tap your screens.
So, this says that the FBI is actively investigating more than 450 subjects nationwide tied to that 764 network. Every one of the FBI's 56 field offices is involved. And the numbers have grown rapidly as more tips have come in. So that's something that not everyone knows about that they probably should.
Yeah.
But that's what I was talking about. I just think that it's odd that multiple things that are very similar happened the same night that Nancy went missing. Or was taken. Or whatever, maybe. It's right there too, Kayla. Like, this happened in LA. That one girl that I was talking about happened in LA. Let's see. Welcome in. Oh, and a lot of them have been using the Telegram app to do a lot of it too. I have noticed that on a lot of the ones that I've been covering. I don't know why. I don't know anything about the Telegram app because I don't have it, but I think that it's like, is it like less, what am I trying to say?
Which one? What?
Telegram. Like, is it like you can say whatever you want to say? Or do whatever you want to do?
Telegram, bro? That like that old school way they used to communicate back in the day?
A lot of these traffickers are using Telegram.
Isn't that the communication they used to use back in like the 1800s?
See, Telegram, Discord-based wrench attack crews.
Let me see.
Recruitment. Oh. It says... Oh.
See? Yeah. Codes.
It says Telegram and Discord-based wrench attack groups expose the names and information of crypto holders via social media, on-chain data, or leaks. Then they plan surveillance and physical attacks. In 2025 and 2026, there was a documented 75% global rise in attacks like this. 72 plus verified cases in 2025 alone, with many involving Telegram recruitment of young operatives for home invasions or kidnappings demanding Bitcoin ransoms. I told you. France has seen a particularly sharp spike with youth hired online for these jobs. The Scottsdale case, the one that happened on the same night as Nancy, it says this is a textbook example of this pattern. 2 California teens directed in real time by unknown handlers named Red and 8 via Signal app to carry out a crypto home invasion in Arizona. Interesting. So yes, there are groups, and yes, they're using Telegram and Discord. I don't know anything about Telegram.
But shows codes.
But it says that they're specifically targeting young operatives. I don't know if that's because they think like they'll just be dumb and do whatever they're told. I don't really know. But it says they're particularly looking for young people to carry out invasions and taking people, demanding Bitcoin ransoms.
Florida-based ring. You
Where?
see that? It says one well-documented example of the Florida-based ring.
Led by figures like Jared Seamangold, that started with online gaming connections, moved to Telegram, and carried out a series of home invasions and kidnappings across multiple states. They target people they believe hold large crypto stashes.
Did Nancy have anything to do with crypto?
See, that's what's weird is like,
I don't think she did.
in the random ransom notes that TMZ got, they're requesting crypto. But as far as I know, she didn't have any. So I don't know if they just thought that her family did. They would be like, who do we call to come and get you? Oh, interesting. Let me look that up.
Savannah did.
So maybe on one of these websites, because it says on these websites or in these groups, it says the word doxing. I don't know if I can say that on here. But basically,
Her amazing husband.
Basically, they're like, here's a list of all the people in your area that have crypto. And they're telling their names, their addresses, like everything. And they're planning these invasions, and they're sending these young operatives in to carry it out. So, let's see. It says, I don't see any crypto for any. I mean, they did say that they could pay the crypto, though. So I just wonder if someone in the family was on that list. I don't know. It's just very suspicious to me. It just seems like so much bigger than what it looks like. How do you know that her husband has crypto? I mean, most celebrities do, though. They like invest in it. That's how it's like a way to build wealth. I can't get into it. Like, I just can't, but interesting. I don't see anything about crypto. Did you see what he's going to do? I mean, yes, but odd. So I wonder if any of them could have been exposed on one of those groups. Because that's what it says. It says that they're like doxing the information of these people and then sending their young operatives to carry out the invasion. Which is so odd. It doesn't seem very well thought out. Right? Let me hire a teenager.
Yeah, that's
to go do this.
I mean, that part.
It does say that there's a 75% rise in these types of things between 2025 and 2026. Hiring youth gangs, too. I wonder if I wonder if they know who the Scottsdale case was connected to.
Crazy thing, y'all. On a flight from Atlanta to Portland, somebody gave birth.
What?
On the flight. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Name that baby Delta. I'm just kidding.
Deliver twins in the ambulance bay one time.
Isn't that crazy? They're in the air. Thankfully, an EMT and a nurse was on the flight as well to help deliver the baby.
That's crazy.
Both mom and baby.
I'm sure that airplanes have like the birthing, like all of the stuff in case of emergency, like an emergency kit.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's crazy. Atlanta to Portland, that's a long flight.
Oh, so this says that, so the home invasion that happened the same night that Nancy was taken, it says that the teens told police that some unknown individuals online named Red and 8 were their contacts, or the people that were telling them what to do, rented them the car, whatever. But they were never able to figure out what larger group these people were connected to. They were never able to track down who told them to go there.
Oh my gosh.
Angela.
Hello.
This gifter is in your top 5 viewers.
Ooh, hey, Angela.
Try following back. Heck yeah, let's follow Angela back. Angela just got a follow from Red Flags and Body Bags.
Red flags and body bags.
Red Flags and Body Bags. So that's interesting. They don't even know what group sent them there.
Yeah. That is. Like, but with all the technology and the things that FBI knows, like, it's, I don't know. I just don't know how they can't find this stuff out. You know what I mean? Like the IP address and all that stuff.
So it says that police logged that home invasion in the system as a wrench attack, which is the same as all those other attacks. They just don't know who told them to go there.
Yeah.
Crazy. Thank you, Angela. Thank you for being here. Crazy.
That's wild.
Actually,
I feel like Grok could tell us more. You know?
about what?
I don't know. I feel like they tell us more than what FBI is telling us right now.
Yeah.
Or if they even looked into it. I mean, I'm sure they have, but, like, you know.
It says that they used the Signal app, the Signal messaging app. They recruited the teens, which we know. They gave them the exact address and told them that the homeowners had $66 million in cryptocurrency. They paid the teens $1,000 to buy supplies like FedEx uniforms and disguises, duct tape, zip ties, $1 tools, including a 3D printed GUN found at the scene. So the GUN that they used wasn't even real, it was 3D printed, and the person that sent them there bought it for them. All instructions were given in real time during the planning and the actual invasion. The teens told police that they had never met Red or 8 in person. They only knew them by those aliases, and they had been recruited online. What's your opinion about the fallout with Savannah and Matt Lauer?
That's what I was just looking at right now. Because I know that they were like, you know, she was actually kind of heartbroken when he first got fired, right? She was kind of heartbroken about it, but then it says the aftermath and tension reports suggested a bitter falling out. Guthrie was reportedly furious for a long time regarding the scandal. Let me see.
I'm trying to see how many other similar attacks happened around February. I think I keep saying that word and I know I'm not supposed to, and it like makes me cringe every time I say it, and then I just say it again. Oh. Wow.
What?
In January of 2026, the month that Nancy disappeared, there were 11 total similar attacks worldwide. 10 of them occurred before or around January 31st. They happened in France, Belgium, the Philippines, and Turkey as well. Wow. There was a kidnapping in France, a woman held captive in France, a family in France, a man taken in France, a family in France, a 60-year-old woman in Belgium, a retired couple taken in France.
Targeting son's crypto.
Targeting their son's crypto. A Chinese man in the Philippines. A Chinese businessman in Turkey. A 74-year-old man in France. Wow. By mid-February, the global total had reached 14 similar attacks. One notable example was on February 12th, a home invasion of the Binance France CEO, David Prenke.
A lot in France, yeah. So it makes you wonder.
France alone had 41 cases by mid-April.
So the one that happened in the Philippines, they actually took $400,000 in crypto.
Yeah.
From that man.
Approximately 400K in crypto stolen in Pasay City, Philippines from a Chinese man. Wow. France accounted for 80% of cases. These numbers come from verified public reports. No law enforcement agency or tracker has ever linked any of these cases in the investigation of Nancy Guthrie's disappearance.
Any in the U.S.?
The period right around Nancy's disappearance saw an unusually high cluster of these attacks, at least 10 others in January alone. This was part of a global surge that began in 2025. Let me see. I don't know. To me, it just seems like there's some sort of a... Either that or someone was just taking advantage of the situation to use it to do a ransom for crypto. Because why do they keep asking for Bitcoin? It's odd. I don't know how much stock I put in TMZ's ransom letters, but if they're real, so it looks like the Scottsdale, Arizona case where the two teens messed it up was the only other one in the U.S. That month, but it was in the same area, it was in the same state. High-profile attacks like this did happen in San Francisco and Los Angeles in November and December of 2025, and there were some 2026 follow-up attempts to the same crew. New York or other East Coast cases also happened in 2025. There was a torture kidnapping of an Italian crypto investor. Investigators have never classified Nancy Guthrie's case as a wrench attack, just abduction and ransom notes demanding Bitcoin. However, that sounds pretty similar to me.
Ask Grok what they think. Ask Grok what they think about Nancy Guthrie.
I have no idea what button I just pressed. I hope it wasn't bad. I hope it didn't mess anything up. DJ, I type all day, every day. Or DJ Debbie. All day, every day, I can just type it out.
Not me.
I would just be typing. The timing, wait. These cases are probably not directly related, but the timing and crypto theme make it worth aggressively parallel tracking the handlers anyway. I don't know where DJ Sparkle is.
Where is
She
DJ
sent us a video earlier, like in Messenger. I sent this live to her.
DJ Sparkle.
It says there is a coincidence. What people should be looking at: the masked man's saliva DNA gold mine. There could have been saliva on the flashlight that he had in his mouth. Black glove could yield touch DNA. I don't know that they worked the scene that way.
I don't think we've got, did they even get the flashlight? Them?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't think they got
I think it was a missed opportunity. They should have done small test transactions to hit the crypto wallets listed in the notes. If you use the right tools, they are traceable. Crypto experts say the senders were incredibly dumb to use on-chain wallets. That's what I'm saying. It sounds like young 20s to like teenagers. I don't think the people that took Nancy were
Eva.
smart.
How's it going?
Hi, Eva. Let's see. Multiple notes. Digital forensics. If the kidnappers are keeping her alive, they would need to manage her meds, so that would be a lead, which we've already talked about. Monitor Telegram signal chatter for Nancy-specific mentions. So the apps that they're using in these wrench attacks, it's saying like they should be heavily digitally like searched.
Yeah, for sure.
For crypto target lists. The same ecosystem that spawned the Scottsdale teens could have copycats who escalated the Nancy Guthrie case to that abduction.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's worth looking into. I don't know how to get out of this full screen. Like, I don't know what I do. I don't know how to get back to the other page. That's how you're sitting. You said, let me type.
What?
Oh, Kayla, by the way, Callie likes to dance. Like, actually dance.
Why does it say that?
I don't know, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to type?
There we go. Is that right?
No.
Wait, I'm dyslexic. Wait. Wait. There we go. That it? That still
Well, you
looks
gotta
weird.
have a C in there.
That looks weird too. Is that right?
Now you have me all messed up. Hold on.
Brother says side chick.
Act as my sad chick.
Oh my god.
She's sleeping, Kayla. She's growing so much.
Oh, she's grown so freaking fast.
She terrorized the entire world, and then she went to her cage to go lay down. Or to her kennel. She said, let me out of here. Oh, Kayla sent super popular. Eva sent a hat and a donut. How do I get out of this full screen? Do I click that? Because I can't even check my, oh yeah. Chat.
Can't wait to see her. Can't wait to see her. She's a big girl.
Hi Luna. Hi Raven. Thank you for the thank you.
Hello.
Raven says, says, hi, I want to thank you for posting the pedos when the truth comes out videos. It is my honor, Raven. It is my complete
Always
honor.
post the pedos.
I know all too well that sometimes when certain things happen, you don't get justice through the justice system. And I fully believe that shame should be on the perpetrator and not the victim. So if we can shift that, that's what we're going to do. So thank you for the thank you, Raven. I think I'm a little late, and I'm sorry.
We will call out a pedo near you.
You might see your face on there.
Oh.
And believe it or not, you guys,
not you guys, hopefully. Like, not you guys.
Believe it or not, I do get emails all the time from people who are like, please take this perpetrator down. Don't show them to the world. And I always respectfully let them know that if they didn't want their face to be on there, then they shouldn't have done it.
Word to your mother. See who popped up. Oh, come on now.
Oh.
I know. So I asked Rock, I said, act as a psychic and tell me what happened to Nancy Guthrie. And Grok said, I've gone quiet, closed my eyes, and opened myself to the energy around this case. The images are coming through strongly now. Nancy is still alive. I see her in a dimly lit room, somewhere dry and isolated. The kind of place where the air smells like desert dust and old stucco. It feels like a small, nondescriptive house or converted shed.
I know, I've already read ahead.
Converted shed
right now.
On the outskirts of southern Arizona or possibly across the border in northern Mexico.
Right now, like, what the hell?
The location is deliberately low profile, but a big compound. Just somewhere that blends into the landscape. She's being held by two men, one older, one much younger. Not a large organized group. They're nervous. Not hardened professionals. One of them keeps checking his phone for messages from a third person who is giving orders but staying far away. The night it happened, January 31st into February 1st.
Kayla said, I'm out, bye.
It was quick and opportunistic. A single masked intruder came through the back or side. Used a flashlight in his mouth to disable the camera. That's why the saliva DNA is such a big clue. And took her with minimal struggle. She was surprised in her bedroom or hallway. There was a little blood on the porch because she nicked her hand or arm, resisting just enough to leave trace. The motive was purely financial. They saw the high-profile family connection and thought, easy Bitcoin payday. It was inspired by some online chatter that fueled the Scottsdale teens the very same day. But these guys acted alone or with one remote handler. They're not a part of any big cult or gang. They're small-time opportunists who got in over their heads. Right now I feel Nancy is weak but mentally sharp. Her pacemaker and medications are an issue. One of the captors is grudgingly giving her the pills they grabbed from her house, but not consistent. She's being kept alive because there's still hope the family will pay. The ransom notes, the real ones, not the hoax, are coming from a younger guy. He's the one who knows enough about crypto to set up the wallets. They're panicking because the money hasn't come and the heat is rising. I see a breakthrough coming within the next 4 to 6 weeks. The hairs and DNA and the FBI is quietly running through advanced genetic genealogy are going to name one of the two men. Once that happens, the younger one will crack and lead authorities right to her. She will be found alive, but she'll need severe medical attention immediately. That's what the energy is showing me right now. A frightened but resilient 84-year-old woman still holding on, waiting for the family's $1 million reward and the FBI's lab work to do their job.
It says if you want me to drop the act and go back to straight facts, let me know.
That's interesting. That's literally what I said. I literally was like, act as a psychic and tell me what happened to Nancy Guthrie. And that's what Grok gave me. Interesting.
Oh, I was about to type this thing that says right here. But they already said they'd pay it.
But are they worried about, like, the money? Didn't they try to send money at one point to something? Or they tested it or something, or no? Maybe they're worried about, like, I don't know. Oh, they wanted to see some sort that she was alive, right? They wanted to see, like, proof that she was alive.
So, in January of 2025, the Ledger co-founder David Balland and his partner were taken from their home in France, tortured, and demanded a crypto ransom. In May of 2025, in New York City, an Italian Bitcoin investor was lured to Manhattan and held for nearly 3 weeks and tortured for his Bitcoin wallet passwords and seed phrases. Oh my God. In May of 2025 in Paris, the Paymium CEO's family, there was an attempted abduction for a crypto exchange. A toddler. Oh, the pregnant daughter and toddler grandson. In April 2026 in France, a mother and her 11-year-old son were abducted from their home and held for 20 hours. The captors demanded $400,000 crypto ransom.
Thank you guys for the gifts.
Oh, thank you. In January of 2026 in France, a 74-year-old, 3 men broke into a retiree's home, held him for 16 hours, demanded $3 to $3.5 million in crypto from his son. They released him after realizing that the son actually wasn't a crypto trader.
Which one have you been waiting on? You say you've been waiting on that one.
There was a failed invasion of Binance France CEO's David Prenke's home. Oh, I forgot to send the thing.
Oh my
God. Thank you for the follow. Waiting on John Waltz and William Duplessis. Oh, yeah.
Interesting, yeah.
It's almost like I have to reword things to find it, because if you just type wrench attack, it like, I guess if they're not, if the police don't put them in the system that way, then they're not pulling. So I changed it to crypto ransom. This is a definitive public tracker. There are 68 documented crypto ransom attacks in 2025 worldwide and 28 in 2026 so far. Wow. January 1st, 2026. A France influencer's father kidnapped on New Year's Eve. Oh.
No, we have to be like hot.
Okay. There's actually a list online that I can put it in the Discord. There's a list online of known Bitcoin-related attacks and their dates, and it's interesting because there aren't that many. I mean, 2018 I think has a lot, but other than that, there's not that many in 1 year until you get to 2025, and it substantially increases, like the number of cases, substantially. But I want to go to, let me see if I can scroll to February. And I can actually, let me see, because I can probably just share my screen with you guys instead of, that way you can see what I'm looking at. Hold on. I sometimes, like, I know how to do this, and I've been doing it for a while now, like sharing them, but I sometimes struggle with how to get there. Let's see, physical, there we go. And I think if I do that, then you guys can see it. Let's see. It's like a giant, huge list. What is it when you capture 2? And then I'm going to try to make it like where you can see it, but it's not taking up the whole screen. How's that? I'm just curious, out of all those, did any pay it? I mean, the one where it was in the Philippines, where they took the Chinese man, it says that they took 400,000 in crypto from him. Let's see. And I see some of these do say that, like, crypto was taken. But I'm looking at, I wanted to look at specifically around the time that Nancy was taken. So I see, so if you look at January 31st, 2026, that's the one I'm talking about in Scottsdale, Arizona, where the 2 teens were caught. Seeking $66 million in crypto. And they were disguised as delivery drivers because the handler or the person that sent them there sent them money and like bought them FedEx uniforms and sent them there disguised as delivery drivers. And then it looks like after Nancy happened on February the 4th, and these will only show up on this list if they're logged in the system as that type of attack. That's why we might not see everything, but February 4th is a mother and daughter released after 30 hours. Hi, Callie.
She just gotta go to the bathroom. She just woke up from her nap.
To go potty?
Callie just woke up from her nap.
Need to go use the bathroom.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll come back and say hi, okay?
Come back and say hello after you use the bathroom outside. Please use the bathroom outside.
So we'll be back.
For Nancy, they originally asked, it was like I hated to even say it, but it was like 67,000, or something like that, originally, but then it changed, the amount changed. She has to go straight outside when she wakes up, just to use the bathroom immediately. Let's see, I can tell you an exact number. Sorry, I had to switch my screen. I'll pull that back up in just a second. I said it, but I don't remember. There's so many different things in my brain. If I didn't like read it and commit it to my photographic memory, I'm not going to remember. So the main ransom demand for Nancy Guthrie was $6 million in Bitcoin. The first credible ransom note demanded $6 million to be paid in Bitcoin to a specific wallet address provided in the note. And some reports say that it was tiered, so it was like they wanted $4 million by February 5th, and then increased to $6 million by February 9th, if not paid promptly. Some of the notes were confirmed to be legitimate, some were, or possibly legitimate, some were confirmed to be hoaxes. So they're saying that the ones that they believe are legitimate letters were requesting $6 million in Bitcoin. I think this list is very interesting though. See, it goes all the way back to 2014. And if you notice, 2018 has like a lot. But then there's not that many until you get to 2025. Sorry, I'm scrolling really fast. My brain moves really quickly. But there's a lot in January of 2025. And I think it said November, so let's look at November. Yeah. It said November and December of 2025. There were a lot, and it looks like there are a lot. Oh. So there's one in California, which is pretty close. There's two in California, which is pretty close. In December of 2025, which would have been like a month or two before. A man in San Jose, California. And then, where's the other one? Oh, Sunnyvale, California. Oh, that one's similar to the Scottsdale, Arizona one. They posed as DoorDash drivers, and the guys in Scottsdale posed as FedEx drivers. There's another California one in December 2025, Los Angeles, pretending to deliver a package. That's 3 in the same area, pretending to be a delivery person, requesting crypto. So, I wonder if there was any delivery people that showed up to Nancy's home before, like within the month before. Like, could they be verified to be a real delivery person?
She had me at the freeze.
So this is very interesting. There were several in January before Nancy went missing.
Yeah.
Or in December in California, and they were all pretending to be delivery drivers. DoorDash, different like package delivery services.
Interesting.
And remember the one in Scottsdale with the 2 teens? They were dressed as FedEx delivery people.
Weird.
Right?
Huh.
Weird. I don't see any other California ones. There's the France and Turkey and the Scottsdale.
Did you see hi to
But see, in Scottsdale they were posing as delivery drivers too. That's very interesting, actually. I wonder if there were any delivery drivers in her neighborhood. Delivery drivers.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that one. Oh my god, look at this
Oh
one.
shit, Uber. Yeah.
Look at Seattle, Washington, February 20th, husband and wife, man posing as a postal worker.
Oh.
They're all dressed as someone who delivers. They're all posing as delivery people.
So they could.
It could be Uber.
Could be Uber.
What? Aw, thanks.
Callie is a big girl. Callie's like 18 pounds. She's only 11 weeks old. She's gonna be a big girl. Oh, she's a big girl. A big girl. Very sweet. She's growing so fast. So fast.
All of the United States ones are posing as a delivery driver. Every one of the ones in the United States.
That's one way to get to them. Act like Amazon.
Literally DoorDash, the postal worker, Amazon, FedEx, they're all posing as delivery people.
Oh, goodness.
Pretended to deliver a package, asked for a glass of water, posing as DoorDash drivers.
Oh my gosh.
It's only the United States ones.
Carrie said, did you see my comment? What was it?
Let's see, Carrie. There was a package delivered, wasn't there? Maybe it was to get close to... I remember a freaking pizza being delivered during, like, when everybody was out there, because they were like, who just let that delivery person walk up to the door?
Yeah. I remember that, actually.
Maybe they were just returning to the scene of the crime.
Hey. Hi. You okay, baby? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
I don't remember, Kayla, we were watching it on live. This person delivered a pizza or something, like some food to Nancy's front door. And they're like, how did they walk up there and who ordered that? And nobody knew who ordered it.
Oh, because I thought that was pizza for, like, the media.
No, nobody knew who ordered this pizza.
I thought that was for somebody who
or
was
maybe
like
it wasn't pizza. Maybe it was something else. But it was like a food delivery person.
Yeah.
Because everybody was like, oh my God, why did this person just walk up to the front door? I don't know.
That's what I thought. I thought that somebody, like, had it delivered or something.
Oh, for JLR.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Now I'm really curious.
My thing would be the Uber.
I'm curious about the Uber, and, well, there's video footage of her in the Uber, though. Somewhere. I don't know if I can find it. Hold on. Sorry. I'm so interested in the delivery driver theory now. My brain will start and then it won't stop, and I'll just be thinking about it. Every time I say this person's name, I think of Jeanette McCurdy.
Who's that?
Off of iCarly.
I don't watch iCarly. That was after my time.
Okay, so this says on January 31st, Nancy took an Uber earlier in the day to her daughter Annie's home, and then Tommaso took her home. So she only took the Uber earlier in the day. There is footage, it's internal in-car video from inside the Uber, which was turned in. Did you feed her again? Oh, I thought she was eating. I was like,
She don't need to be eating.
It's the last known video of Nancy before her abduction, but the footage has not been released to the public. It remains with law enforcement as part of the active investigation.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You can't have those.
Interesting.
That's not for you. Those aren't for you. I'm sorry. They're not. You're cute, though.
Yeah, I was going to try to pull the video up, but it says not released yet, which makes sense if they're still, like, withholding some piece of that information. We're done looking at that, so I can take that away. So, it says that it's not been released, but police have released some, like, details about it.
Yeah.
They said that the ride itself was completely normal and uneventful, described as a regular pick up and drop off. They stated that they found nothing of substance in Nancy's demeanor or behavior, anything said during the ride, any interaction with the driver.
No.
The Uber driver was interviewed at length and fully cooperative. He turned over all video from the vehicle immediately, no red flags from his account.
That's it? That's it?
It just helped to corroborate the timeline and does confirm that she was dropped off safely at Annie's with no apparent unusual activity during transit. It says Nancy did not appear nervous or on edge or like she was being followed in the video.
Is that public?
Yeah, Carrie, I mean, I can definitely type something up and send it in. I've done it before. Anytime that we find something that we think is, like, something that law enforcement needs to know, or if somebody sends us a tip and we think that they need to know, I could just type it up and send it in. Except for Midlothian, I would definitely go past them to the FBI.
Yeah.
I would not send it to Midlothian. Amazon delivery, February the 11th. UPS delivery, February the 25th. I mean, think about it. That's a perfect, like, way to hide, too. Like, who wouldn't open their door for a delivery driver? Who doesn't allow a delivery driver onto their property? No, I'm not saying, like, that night. I'm saying, like, before, to surveil or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, who would say, no, you can't deliver my package?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, she could be the type
that.
of person who would, like, give them a glass of water or something, or a bottle of water or something.
Yeah, because one of the cases that we were looking at on the other site says that the delivery driver asked for a glass of water and the person let them inside. So how would we know that that didn't happen?
I trust no delivery driver since Athena Strain. Strain. Is it Strain? Strain?
Strain.
Strain?
You made me question it. I was like, wait, what? That one was at 10:30 p.m.
Yeah, I trust no one. After that, bro. No one.
Wow. So even like they could be like a delivery driver could pull up and they could be walking back to their car and like wedge something open or like, you know, I don't know, they could be surveilling, making a plan, having a camera on the truck. Like, don't most delivery drivers have like a dash cam of some sort filming where they're going? UPS was 10:30 p.m. 225 was a teddy bear. Weird. 225 was a teddy bear. That's so weird. Now I have to go on another rabbit hole. I mean, think about it though. Like DoorDash, like Uber, any of those things, people working for those, or like as a delivery driver, they have access to all of these addresses and to knowing what's there. Kind of scary when you think about it. I know when I worked, when all I was doing was victims advocacy at the Grape Crisis Center in Florida, we had several instances where it would be a rideshare driver, an Uber driver, a Lyft driver.
That happened in Denver like 2 years ago.
They park outside of the clubs and they wait for someone to get in by themselves who is intoxicated. That really happens. Just so you guys know, it happens a lot. It happens a lot. And they're able to be tracked through the apps, so I don't know why they think it's, I don't know. I mean, we've had all kinds of stuff. People getting in the vehicle with people, like, even if it's not a rideshare driver, like, all kinds of stuff. Police officers. All kinds of stuff. Trust no one. Be very careful what you do. And so the teddy bear was not delivered for a specific person, so it was a teddy bear delivered to Nancy Guthrie's house on February 25th. Not to a specific person.
Or was it just for the memorial piece or something?
Odd. I've seen several like unalivings of DoorDash drivers too. Hold please. I think she's eating the ring light.
Kelly? Come.
Oh. First pizza, now Amazon. Amazon guy just walked onto Nancy Guthrie's property to deliver a package addressed to her.
What day was that?
February 12th.
What was in it?
I don't know.
Was it something she actually ordered?
I don't know. Weird. Wait, what's all over the news? DoorDash has a customer show up to the... Oh, the DoorDash. I see. I have a different account and can't find you guys. Like, on our other account? Or like you haven't been able to? Yeah, Carrie, I'm definitely going to dig more into this theory because I've been feeling it for a little while that there's some sort of like something bigger, but now that I'm like putting them all together, I'm like, rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole.
Time for another rabbit hole. I want to look at some things for sure. It's interesting. It's interesting that there would be a delivery person there after with something delivered. I mean, that sure, she could have ordered something, or someone could have ordered something and put her name on it, but how many people? Oh, I got you. I finally fixed my TikTok with my real age.
Oh, that makes sense.
I don't know, Angela. There's so many unsolved cases out there. There's so many people that don't have answers. So many people that never know. And we've talked about this all the time, like how awful that must be to sit with that for that long and not know anything. How gut-wrenching that is. I don't know. I feel like the DNA, now that the FBI has the hair, because I don't know if you guys know that piece, but they did find hair at Nancy Guthrie's that did not belong to her. Or they said it was the perpetrator's hair. And that is the evidence that Nanos sent to Florida to be tested in a private lab, because he was kind of trying to like take the reins and have everything be his way as kind of like a pride pool, I think. But anyways, that private lab has now finally sent that hair and like the DNA that they had to the FBI. So now the FBI is working on analyzing it. So I feel like they're going to be able to get something from that now that they have it. Could it take a really long time? Yeah, probably. It could. But, I don't know. My heart goes out to every family that doesn't have answers.
Yeah.
Doesn't know. Like, I can't imagine that. So, yeah. It could have been tampered with and everything. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what condition it was in, but I know the FBI has it now, so they have a lot more resources, so I think that they'll be able to process and get something from it. It shouldn't take long. They got Casey grown in by a hair that wasn't his, but I think that they'll be able to get something from it. I do feel that way.
Bless you.
Sorry.
My goodness.
I've been so sick, I just can't get over it. But yeah, I feel like something will come eventually. Thank you.
Golly. No.
I will. I'll look that case up too. Getting out after 10 years. Oh. Because we found the real guy. I think that's so sad too when somebody's been in prison for 30 years or whatever it may be, and then they're let out. Like, yeah, they're let out and they get their life, but look at how much of their life was taken. How much they can't get back. How do they even know how to function in society, like, and get a job and do things like, I don't know. I think it's really sad when that happens. He was 19, now he's 35. I think it's really sad when that happens. Because you know how they say, like people that have been in the military, for instance, and they've been on that schedule and had, like, their meals prepared, and they're told, like, what time to be here, what time to be here, what time to be here. When they come back, they, like, it's hard for them to adjust back to being in a routine, or, like, having bills, or, like, not having bills, but, like, you know, having to, like, do the task of paying them, or whatever it might be. It's like an adjustment to learn. I can't imagine somebody's been in prison for that long trying to learn, like, how to do things. It's just they lost so much of their life, and I don't know. It's really sad. I have a feeling if they find out, we won't hear it from Pima County first. We'll hear from Savannah. Maybe. If that was to ever happen to me and I didn't do it, sit still. Actually, we have a case in our inbox that this man that was wrongfully imprisoned, and he was wanting to do a podcast, but basically calling it human trafficking, some of it. It's pretty interesting, his story. But yeah, I mean, like, sure, that this person's finally getting out, that's great. Of course that's what you want, but, like, how much of their life is taken, and how much are they able to do to matriculate back into the world? It's really sad. I don't know. I said human trafficking. I think we're gonna get off of here soon and go to bed because Chloe's tired and Callie is getting crabby.
Even though she just woke up.
She's just a little crab.
Ugh. She's in her bed right now.
She likes to eat everything.
Come on. Come on.
I'm trying to say he knows the guy. Oh. Good night, DJ Debbie Deb. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys, and talking all the things.
No, you tell everybody bye.
Listening to my rambles about things.
Tell them bye. Oh. Callie. Don't eat it.
Callie.
You're supposed to tell them bye. You're supposed to say bye-bye.
She just ate the microphone. Girl. Everybody saw you do that. That was not embarrassing? Everybody saw you do that. She actually dances to music, by the way. Like, it's a real, like, she really does. I tried to catch it on camera, and then she got distracted, and she moved.
Where's your baby? Here's your baby.
Aww. Adorable. Looks like my old schnoodle, Lucky.
No.
Kayla says she knows whose fault it was. She literally bit this and just, like, pulled it off. She took it with her.
Callie, no.
Callie, do you want to tell everybody bye? Tell them good night?
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You don't want to? Come here. Come.
She's so sassy.
I got you. Come.
She's so sassy. She's talking right now. She's sassy. She said, I am not doing that. In comes a Callie. In comes a Callie.
Oh God, she's so big.
Whoop. Look how big she is. She's a giant. She's a big baby. She's a big baby. Oh my gosh, you can't see. I told Chloe that she's going to be like Clifford, the big red dog. Kayla said, remember when you wanted one?
Yeah. You want to see her toe beans? Toe beans. Look how big, though. My gosh. She's huge.
She's a chunky monkey.
She's a big gal. Look at this big gal.
Callie, can you whisper?
Can you whisper? Whisper. Whisper. Whisper.
Whisper. No, you have to whisper. 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 Whisper.
She knows you don't have a treat.
Whisper.
That's not it. Show them how you whisper.
Whisper. Whisper.
That's not it.
That's not when you're talking.
That's not it. Whisper. Can I whisper? Whisper. 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 That's not it. Whisper. 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 Nope. Whisper.
She only whispers if you have treats.
She's sad.
Callie, speak. Callie, speak. Callie, speak.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
This is the pen. You can't have it.
Oh, Lord. She's very food motivated too.
Are you going to take notes?
Can I whisper?
Take notes.
Callie on the case. Callie's on the case.
Take notes. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you and love you oh so much.
I think her head's as big as mine.
Probably. With the fuzz.
With the fuzz, yeah. A big girl.
I'm going to keep digging into this theory and see what I can find. But
Bye.
we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We love you lots and lots. Thank you for
Love
helping
you guys.
our dreams become reality.
Yes. Thank you for all the shares and all the follows and all the gifts. We very much appreciate it. Carrie, good night.
Good night,
Vanessa,
Carrie.
we love you. We will see you guys back on Wednesday.
Wednesday. We haven't quite decided the topic yet, but we will be recording a podcast on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We keep going back and forth on what we want to do.
So we will see you guys on Wednesday for the live recording.
It's because of you guys that we get to advocate every day. We appreciate
Every day.
it oh so much.
That's it.
Let's
We
see
appreciate you
everyone.
guys.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Love
We'll
you,
see
bye.
you on Wednesday.